How you doing, little Dabs? You got your collar on today? Ooh, you looking suave, my friend. Rio in the house. It's still nice and cool, but it is going to be a warm day, that's for sure. Good morning, everybody. Hey, good morning, Zen. First in chat. How are you today, my friend? I hope you are doing well. Good morning, everybody. Super Roofer, good morning, my friend. I hope you're having a great 4th of July weekend and a great start to your Sunday. Are you going to do any fishing this holiday weekend, my friend? Or are you going to be busy working or just hanging out at the house? Good morning, Bamakat, and I hope I pronounced that correctly. Good morning from Tennessee, I believe. Hey, good morning and welcome. Oh, that's right. You do stay away from the lake on the holidays. I just figured maybe there's a little pond or fishing hole you might venture to. But I do remember you saying that. And Super Roofer, guess what? I hope you'll be proud of me. We'll put it to test today. I went through my settings before this stream, and I found what was called Wi-Fi intelligence settings. And when I went through there, I saw it had this automatic connect to Wi-Fi whenever it detects that the connection's better than any current connection you have, which I think even includes the data, which doesn't mean it's always a good thing. So I believe I have completely turned off all Wi-Fi connections. Good morning, mama of 2 girls. I hope you are doing well and good to see you. Yes, so Super Roofer, I hope that takes care of the issue. We shall see. But I appreciate the advice on the Wi-Fi settings because it had been driving me crazy trying to figure that out. As like I said, I always turn them off and I don't want people thinking I'm just lying, but I guess there are some further advanced settings that I was not aware of, so I appreciate you bringing that to my attention. But good morning, everybody joining the chat today. I figure we do at least a walk and talk over the holiday weekend, and what better day to do it than a Sunday morning. As a matter of fact, I've got a little bit of interesting news I kind of wanted to share with chat, kind of get your guys' opinion. And it's been an observation, as a matter of fact. It was an observation I noticed from pretty much watching Skimask last night a bit. Just a bit, because I was exhausted as soon as I got back from the, from our fireworks show. Got back from the Fort Selden Monument, and appreciate everybody that joined me for last night and yesterday. Well, we started in the afternoon, and then it went to a evening fireworks show, so I appreciate everybody that joined me yesterday afternoon / evening for that. That was a good time, especially with the fireworks. We had a blast. But yeah, I got to watch a little bit last night. When I mean last night, I mean late. You know, I think it was already early morning. But for some of you that also like to follow Skiwi and all his antics, I'm sure you've noticed a pattern of recently, which has been the last couple of days, of him pretty much what's called ban evading and jumping from all the 3 different channels he has now. And yes, he did get back his main channel. He still does have 2 strikes, according to him, on that channel. Surprised he's even on it. I guess, like I said, he's just egoistic POS. So I guess he just wanted to let everybody know that his main channel he got back by you know, going on it and doing the same thing he always does, continuing to do threats and break TOS. Even though now, remember, everybody, remember, it does not matter which channel Skimask is on at this point, because it came out of his mouth, and we were already well aware of it, but he has admitted to this on film, on video, as you can say, that he has already been ban evading for a few years now. As a matter of fact, he was already terminated by YouTube a couple of years ago for one of his channels he had, And he's not even allowed to have a channel at this point through YouTube. So he was kind of bragging, you know, about the fact that, you know, his main channel of 11K subscribers, you know, is already an illegal channel, you know, and now he's got it back. So, to each their own. Like I said, I don't know what's there to celebrate because nothing has changed. You still are facing a fucking, and excuse my language again, we're going to stop using, my goal this weekend was to refrain from using the F word. So starting now, no more F word. All right, NJ, here we go. But hello, guy waved at me. That was a nice truck. Anyways, this individual, you know, has already bragged about band evading. He's already bragged that, you know, even on his main channel, it's illegal. But where I was going with this is, nothing has changed. You know, you got your main channel back, dude. Cool. But if you've noticed, as a matter of fact, the donos have dried up. Well, according to Skimask, you know, he's very well much a scammer and a liar, so it's very hard to tell what's the truth. But I think I believe the little guy. The last couple of days, he's been going on a little crying rampage, man. I guess this morning, last time we left off with him, this morning, sounds like I'm 13 again. He left off saying within the last about day and a half, I don't even know how many hours of work he put in, hard work, he's only received about $6 to $7 worth of cash apps. And he's disappointed with that. I mean, hell, he didn't even say thank you for those little bit of cash apps he received. Instead, he just belittles his you know, last remaining members of his cult. And he thinks that's encouragement for them to donate more. Which, honestly, it appears that not only has he lost a few more of his cult members, but, yeah, everybody has stopped donating. And if you guys noticed the title to my thumbnail this morning, it said, is Skimask Andy just afraid? I think it said something like that, but it might not be exact. But it was along the lines of Skimask Andy is terrified to leave his house. And for what reason? I know I've already gave some reasons, and I know some of y'all may say, well, or say, yeah, that's exactly it. But I wanted to come this morning, kind of see what you guys thought. Also, I wanted to share this with you guys. His viewers are begging, the last remaining people, and this is why I think this is just something weird about this situation. Like I said, I've already gave you guys my opinion, but what's really weird about this is you literally got this guy begging, okay, down to his knees, begging for money right now, okay? And you know why, right? He's down to his low weed alert, low, you know what else alert. Like I told you before, when you're an addict, you have to work a day in advance. So Skiwi's already behind a day, okay? He's pissed. He's pissed that he already put in a day's work, like he says, and essentially it's just a day of begging, and he didn't make enough money to purchase enough of what he needs for that day. So now, if he goes another day without making any donations, now he's 2 days behind, and that is not good. I will tell you this, if Skimask doesn't get any donations today, you're going to see a shit show tomorrow or starting this afternoon. But here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing I don't understand. And I'm sorry, everybody's saying good morning. I will be right with you. Let me just finish my little thing here. Come here, guys. Here's the thing. Here's what just bewilders me here. The last remaining cult members, okay, of the ski cult are literally begging Skiwi, their leader, to go out and do some IRL. They're literally saying, Skimask, we will give you the money you need to survive or, you know, continue your addiction, essentially. All you have to do is just leave the room. They are tired of watching this individual e-beg and do the same thing. You know, I guess it was cute and funny the first few months for them, but they are fed up with it. Especially when even they do kind of toss the guy a buck here and there, he's not appreciative of it, you know? He just complains about it, essentially. He says, I need more. Give me more. What's wrong with you all? And frankly, I think it's disgusting. I've already given you guys my opinion about what I think about it. It's simply just e-begging, just short of standing on a corner. And honestly, those individuals are working a lot harder for begging, okay? They're out in the sun, You know, they're having to hustle a bit, and you know, you got an individual that wants to do the same thing, but they want to do it even lazier. They just want to be able to sit on their mom's couch and sit in a nice air-conditioned, you know, little room that, remember, they don't pay for any of those utilities, so that's free AC. And expect people just to send him money so that he can continue to smoke his blunts and break TOS on camera. So, yeah, it's just beyond ridiculousness. And like I said, it just blows my mind. All he has to do is just go outside. Hell, just take him on a blunt run, and I think you might get a cash app here and there. You know, there was people asking just even for him just to do a little grilling session. So I imagine some of those angels must have been watching last night and hanging out with us in chat. And they were jealous. They said, man, we've been watching the beautiful sunset, you know, watching this badass cool fireworks show just out of nowhere. You know, they want that. They want to see their leader provide the same thing. And unfortunately, he will not leave the room. And like I said, I've already told you guys my reason, all right? I told you there's a lot more going on in the background than a lot of people know. Those that really know what's going on, you already figured it out. And I've already talked to a lot of you guys. But for the people that are still kind of like, oh, I don't know, I don't understand what you mean, this community of his, NJ, well, let's just put it this way. All right, Broken Arrow is a very small community. All right, the police department know who Skimask is. They know who David Deku is. David Deku is a criminal. David Deku's been through the system pretty much all his life. You don't think he has debts? He owes money through the prison system, through everything else, all right, through his problems, his addictions. He does, all right? And he's pissed off a lot of people in his community. We'll just put it that way. And he knows it. He knows it. There's a whole reason behind it. Like I said, we talked about this when we talked a little bit about the replay on the court coverage the other day. As far as my perspective, you know, after the court hearing, Skimask court hearing, and you know, essentially giving you my opinion as to why he pretty much did what he did in front of the sheriffs, you know, acting pretty much like a little kid and doing nothing, okay? And I told you, reason is he wasn't afraid of me and Stick. No. He knew we were there just for court coverage, you know. We weren't going to do anything. We were just there simply to observe and report. Skimask was afraid to go back out in the parking lot and have to wait for his Uber, you know, which once you call him is going to take 5 to 10 minutes to arrive, because he knew that there possibly could be some members of his community that may want to have a little word with him. That's all. So there's a reason. And, you know, if you angels are watching, I'm telling you. Now, he might take you after he watches this. He might take you out on a little blunt run here today. And let me tell you this. When he does that, this dude's probably going to be like, before he even turns on the camera, probably already took a pair of binoculars, dad's binoculars, and you know, looked up and down the street 3 times already, you know, before he's even going to walk out his door. So, you know, after he listens to this and gets upset, he's probably going to do a little blunt run today, but that's it, all right? If you think this guy's going to be taking you out on a, you know, Sunday afternoon, let's go shopping for steaks and burgers, and let's go to the park and grill, and then let's go feed some ducks, and then end it with a fireworks show. Nope. You can tune in here if you want to see that. But, yeah, if you just want to watch somebody, you know, sulk in their own nut sweat all weekend and beg and whine and yell and scream and, you know, go through the whole list of scams. We already went over it the other day. I'm not going to, you know, pound you guys with them again. But, yeah, I mean, teach their own. Have fun. But, yeah, it's pretty interesting. There's a reason why Skimask is not leaving his room. So, now that I'm done with what I had to say, let me go up in the chat here and say hi to everybody. So, and then I'm going to read what you guys had to say. And we're going to continue our walk and talk this morning and enjoy this beautiful Sunday morning. And it's still nice and cool. We're not going to go too far today because it is a little late. Remember I told you I like to get out around 6. It's what, already 8 this time here, my time. So we got about a good little 30 minutes to an hour to hang out with the pups before it, you know, it starts getting a little bit uncool. Hey, there's your buddy there. All right, we'll go. No, actually, that's the other guy. I don't think we've met this dude. Huh, new buddy. New buddy. He looks like a black lab just like you too, Rio. All right. Hey, Brandy. Oh, my gosh, this is so embarrassing. I don't know. I told you guys yesterday I was starting to lose my voice. Good morning. Okay, I'm going to have to start talking like this to offset the, hey, Brandy. Okay, so, good morning, Brandy. I hope you're having fun. XO, good morning. Ni hao, what's up, my friend? And I got your message, so I appreciate you getting back with me, ni hao. And good to see you. Daisy Jones, good morning. Michelle, good morning. Cry a little bit, good morning. Grandma to 6 and friend to most, good morning. Oh, okay, so let's see here. That's not true. I've given them, oh man, see, you guys scrolled her up. All right, well, Dr. Cushman. And I know you're BSing because he has not received any money, okay? And if you're telling the truth, then that means he's just scamming everybody by saying he didn't receive any donations. So it doesn't matter which way it goes, he's still scamming. What up, Vassat? Let's see here. Let's go up the list here a little bit more. And then we'll continue on. Squishy Socks, what up? Lovely Lori, good morning. And we're making our way up. And if I missed you, I apologize here. We said hi to Zen earlier. Daisy Jones, good morning. All right. Okay, I made it to the top. We'll scroll down. Awesome. All right. And good morning to everybody in chat. All right. You don't have to participate to hang. So good morning to everybody. Just chillaxing. So Chad A says, did he get well, the one that got banned was supposedly his main YouTube account. And it does appear that it is back. According to Skimask, he says he still has 2 strikes on there, which generally when he has 2 strikes, it's been my experience, he usually hides those channels. You know, he'll make up some story about some bullshit, you know, but it's just he hides the channel until one of the strikes, you know, goes off and then, you know, he uses it again. It doesn't matter which channel he uses. He still has the same amount of subscribers, not subscribers, same amount of people watching, the same amount of just his mods watching, and then just, you know, demands money. He has no contacts at all. Unfortunately, he's a drug addict, a criminal. I agree with you. I mean, for some of you all that have, you know, maybe know a little bit more about this, have maybe experienced a family member, friend that's, you know, unfortunately fallen to drug addiction, either whatever it may be. For those that have experienced or seen what a drug addict looks like, you can tell, okay, just by the way this person's looks, just by the way they're acting, the highs, the lows, what he tries to say is a bipolar issue, you know, whatever. You know, you can obviously tell just the way he's acts when he's begging for the money. I mean, that is straight up exactly how an addict works and how they act. I mean, there's no questions about it. Just hopefully he's going to get some help. And that's the sad thing about this is, you know, unfortunately, until somebody that actually cares about him, which, you know, at this point, it doesn't seem like family, and it doesn't seem like he has any close friends that even, you know, are willing to want to help him at all. He just has these, you know, delusional mods of his that, like I said, it's down to just a handful. But, you know, they just use him for a puppet, essentially. They're just he is their entertainment, okay? And they're not doing anything to help this guy. So if they really love him, like they say, oh, we love you, Ski, get this motherfucker some help. Encourage him to get into a rehab. Encourage him to get into an anger management class. Encourage him to take care of his court shit. Encourage him to take care of his fucking child, for God's sake. But you all are disgusting, you know? And I'm not just, like I said, referring, there's men, there's ladies, there's everybody who's watching that guy, okay? And especially those people that have families, you know, I see them, like I said before, oh, Ski Mask, I'll be right back. I got to go tuck in the kids, right? Then they're going, so imagine this mother, right, is going and tucking her kids, right? And then literally runs back to her computer and there's watching some guy dox a child and talk a bunch of shit and start saying he's going to fucking kill dogs and piss down the neck of somebody's throat. You know, that's sick. That really bothers me, I'll tell you that. Yep, they are sure enablers, but they're enabling them the wrong way, that's for sure. Well, we're going to go down our usual trail for a bit. Going to hang out for a little. Like I said, it is kind of already not starting to get warm, but, you know, we got about another hour before, you know, I personally think it gets a little bit warm to start walking dogs for a good distance, but we're not going to go too much. I've got some water, so we'll take a water break with the pooches here in a bit. Probably turn around where we do our water break. But yeah, I just thought it was, you know, I just kind of wanted to come on and see what you guys thought about the whole situation, because it's just interesting, like I said. I mean, I think when you actually can see his own viewers / cult members literally begging Skiwee to go out and do something. And you know what? I mean, they're doing it just because they want the entertainment. But if he will start going, maybe doing a little bit more IRL, maybe him just going out and breathing fresh air might start helping him a bit. You know, it's not going to change him, but it might just be the little bit of a kick in the ass he needs to start doing something better for himself. But, you know, he's not going to be able to do anything as long as he's just, you know, like I said, sulking in his own nut sweat, just sitting in that miserable room, just being miserable, just full of hate. I mean, it's... I guarantee you, if you put a holy cross into that room, it's just going to disintegrate at this point. I mean, you can feel the hate just coming out of that camera. What up, Snurt? Looks like we have Amber HHH in chat. Good morning. We have Sheepdog in the chat. Good morning. Or is it Sleep or Sheep? No, Sleepdog in the chat. Good morning. Let me go up the chat here a bit, see if I missed anybody else. Nope. Looks like I think that was everybody else that was just coming in the chat. So welcome, everybody just joining. And I want to say thank you to everybody, and thank you, Super Roofer, for posting that. Donations are always much appreciated, like I said. All donations 100% go right back to this channel. Just like yesterday, I wanted to actually thank everybody that donated yesterday. We went ahead and turned around and used a little bit of those donations to have a blast last night. Went and bought some fireworks and had a little mini fireworks show. And, you know, like I was saying yesterday, that's the type of fun IRL I like to do, you know, just random shit. I mean, I was already just after the monument, I was kind of, you know, already calling it a night. I figured, you know, we had a few hours, everybody's, you know, it's 4th of July weekend, people are busy, and oh no, chat was like, oh no, let's keep going, we're having fun. So went, stopped, looked at some fireworks, and before you know it, bought some, and then next thing you know, we're in the middle of a big old firework war, except I didn't have any of the artillery shells, but it was all right. It was cool watching everybody else pop off their artillery shells, and then we got to have a cool little fountain fireworks show. And I'd call it an extreme fountain fireworks show. For non-aerial fireworks, I think that was pretty legit. And I was happy with the purchase. Definitely the 2.5 minute show was definitely worth the 2.5 minute show. Yeah, it was a good little stream. I agree, Cry a little bit. Now, again, I'm not trying to sound cocky because it was my stream. I just had fun. That's what I mean. I had a blast with you all. Yes, Michelle. Oh, my gosh. See, and you know what? That always happens on this channel. And that's why I always leave the replays, of course, because sometimes right when it looks like it's ending, something always pops off. And I get that a lot. Like, people are like, what? What happened? And then it's like, watch the replay. Hey, lovely Lori, thank you so much. That's why my voice is... okay, I was trying to figure out, why am I losing my voice? I don't care. Let's run it till it's gone. Lovely Lori, thank you for that $10 super chat. Oh my gosh, it's going to be embarrassing. Here we go. Hope you and puppies have a beautiful day. I'm going. Here we go. Imaginary gavel. This is for you, lovely Lori. Thank you for that $10 super chat, lovely Lori. Doof, 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 doof. And I'm sorry I forgot to tell you guys to take your earbuds out. I'm sorry. I will remember next time. All right. I'm going to have to start Googling to see what the... Oh, that person's running like they just stole something. Hopefully they didn't. Maybe they're just getting exercise and they like to wear hoodies. Anyways, in the middle of the summer. Anyways, no, I'm going to have to start Googling what these singers use to help condition their voice. Because, yeah, I can't, you know, if I lose my voice, I can't do a show. You know what I mean? So if anybody has any advice in the chat, it will be welcomed. I think they say salt water, right? Epsom salt water, gurgle that a bit, that helps. Maybe that's just a rumor. I don't know. Snurt, I'm not going to yell for unnecessary reasons. I have to reserve my yelling for the donations, my friend. And it's not because I'm trying to be cheap. It's just I'm literally down the last bit of my voice. And I must save for donations. All right, pooches are doing all right. We are going to take a little water break here soon. Warm honey and lemon water. That sounds like it will work perfectly. Thank you. Kitchen salt. Okay, see, so not Epsom salt. Use kitchen. Thank you. All right, we're going to cross the street here, so just excuse me for a second. I'm going to just take my eyes off of the chat for a bit while we cross the street safely. All right, we look nice and clear. Oh, there's your other friend. I remember you. I remember you. Little German Shepherd mix. Hot tea with honey and lemon. All right. So I've gotten a lot of the hot tea comments, so that seems like I'm going to go that route. So I've tried the salt in the water before. Never tried the hot tea with honey and lemon, and that seems like it would work. So we'll definitely do a little hot tea with lemon and honey. Yeah, that sounds perfect. I think that's exactly what my throat needs right now. So MKE, I'll tell you this. I'm very well aware of who that individual is and what they've done. Just keep your eye out for notifications later. I'm still deciding, like I said, my channel focuses more on court coverage when people have active court hearings. Not to say, you know, we won't do other type of coverage. But if we decide to go that route, that will be a little bit different route that this channel usually takes. But yes, I'm fully aware of what that individual has done, and I'm also aware of what their intentions are, pretty much what they're trying to do by essentially leeching or inserting themselves into this kind of channel or community. So don't worry about it, but I appreciate, you know, the comments and making me aware of that individual. Thank you. And thank you, Vassad. We always appreciate the reminder to change to live chat. Absolutely. Hey, good morning, Lisa. Good to see you. All right. Yeah, it's definitely going to warm up today. I can tell you that. Well, I hope everybody's going to have a fantastic Sunday. I hope you all have some plans. And if not, like I said, just enjoy your day today, regardless of what you're doing. Tonight, we're going to have a court coverage, kind of just like I would call it a court coverage update type of show. And, you know, we talked a little bit about it yesterday. So, you know, well, we'll just wait for this evening and we'll get that started. So that'll be fun. Might open up a live panel at the end like we did last time. We'll see. But, yeah, I plan on just pretty much giving an update on all the court dates coming up for all the individuals we've started court coverage on. So that should, I know a lot of people have been asking, you know, well, what's going on with Controlla? What's going on, you know, with the Trina? I've had a lot of people ask about Cheeto. So I will do my best to provide you with updates on everything and everyone we've discussed as best as I can. And then, you know, if we have any further questions, once the holiday weekend is over, I can make calls, right? Because all the city offices are open. So I can make emails, calls, send mail, start inquiring. So, but as much information as I can share about everybody and give an update tonight on all the coverages we've started, I will do that this evening. And then we've got a fun couple of days lined up after that, as a matter of fact. That'll be kind of the last court coverage show for the weekend, or for the holiday weekend week. And then come Monday, we're going to be going to an electric light parade, which I'm stoked to go check out. So that's, everybody's welcome to join me on that. And then Tuesday, which will be 4th of July, we're going to be celebrating for sure. I don't know what, might be just doing an all-day stream, who knows, but for sure, I can tell you this. We are going to be at least at this part, okay? For the members only, and this is the jury members I'm referring to, you guys will get to hang out with me, and we're going to go to a concert and a live fireworks show on Tuesday night. So maybe during the day I'll do a live stream for everybody, and then right when we get over to the evening part of that day, I'll switch over to a new live stream, which will be for the jury members only. And yeah, you guys will get to chill with me 4th of July night if you guys aren't doing anything. And thank you. Looks like we just had a new member sign up. So welcome, new member of the jury. Thank you so much for that. You deserve a gavel slam. Doof, 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 doof. Welcome, new member to the jury, and much appreciate your support. Enjoy all those awesome emojis that you get to spam right now. And like I said, you'll get to hang out if you're not doing your own thing 4th of July night with NJCourts and the jury. And it should be a fun night. Like I said, they're going to have a pre-concert to the fireworks show. I still don't know who's going to be at the concert, but usually it's somebody pretty big. Not like superstar big. I would say like B-C star big. Hey, hey, got another new member of the jury. Thank you so much. Welcome, new member of the jury. And I apologize if I'm not shouting out names. I'm on the Prism app, so I've got a little glare on here, and it just flashes it really quick. If I was on the YouTube app, I could actually, you know, click back and see which new members signed up. But looks like we just had 2 new members sign up. And for our new member that just signed up, welcome, doof, 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 to the jury. All right, I'm starting to get good at that gavel slam. I think I'm getting my voice back. Not really. All right, so we're going to do our water break up here. Yep, this is the water break. I can see it. I can see it. We've got some shade up here. This is where we got that good old little bench, and we'll take a water break. And we're probably going to turn around up here because generally we go a lot longer, but because we started a little bit late and that sun is starting to come out, that'll be a perfect turnaround point up there. We'll be right back home just as it starts getting warm. For some of you that have maybe just joining me for the first time on this walk and talk and are curious what these orchards are to the left and right of me, these are pecan trees. Pecan, however you like to say it. I say pecan. Uh-oh, somebody's yelling. What are they yelling at? I just heard a, hey! Can't yell at me. I'm on a public trail, all right? I'm not trespassing. Hey, hey, Super Snoopers Unite. Good morning. I hope you're doing good. And actually, shout out to Skimask Andy Never Wins Clips. I don't know if you're in chat here today, but Skimask Andy Never Wins Clips just put out they've been just putting out clips every day. So if you guys haven't subscribed to Skimask Andy Never Wins Clips, definitely subscribe, notifications on, because they have been pumping out the clips. And I appreciate their service and duty of exposing this scumbag, because they've done a hell of a job. Because as I was busy all week with the, you know, fun road trip with Stick, you know, not having a lot of opportunity to obviously check out what was going on with the tubes, a lot of the clipping channels, such as, you know, Skimask Andy Never Wins Clips. We have Super Snoopers now that's put out a few clips about Skimask Andy. We have our OG, my little brother from another mother, 24, which was used to be NJ Municipal Clips, but he's now changed it to 24/7 Skimask Andy Clips, I believe. But all 3 of those clip channels, and I'm not saying they're clip channels exactly, but they do put out clips, and for the most part, I think they are. They've done a great job, and I want to say thank you all. But yeah, Skimask Andy Never Wins Clips put out a pretty good clip this morning, pretty much exposing Skimask, you know, going off on his mods again. I mean, you know, this isn't the first time, not even the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth time. But I think it's showing you a good idea of why these mods are starting to dip. And I know a lot of people were asking, and again, I don't have I do have a confirmation, I believe. It was a verification that came into me as a direct message from like an anonymous source that said Queen and I forgot who the other individual was. I believe it was Liz Lee. I don't think it was Elizabeth. I think it was Liz Lee, but I know for sure it was Queen, that they have officially left the Skimask Andy channel, or at least his mods. From what I read, it seemed like it was everything, the whole skiverse, but I still do not have an answer. There was not an answer, just said it was officially they had left, but there was not an explanation as to why. So some of you in the chat, hell, if maybe Queen's in the chat, if you want to come out and tell us exactly what may have happened, hey, you're more than welcome to. I mean, if you want to just keep it a secret, that's not a problem, to each their own. But I personally can't tell you guys what happened between them all. And you know, like I said, you know, a lot of stuff happens in the backstory. So this may not have even been anything that people would have seen happen through the chat or watching his lives. I'm sure there might have been a little, you know, argument or fight. Who knows, you know, at this point, you know, in the back end of everything. So Cry a Little Bit says, I'm pretty sure it's those two. Okay, I'm pretty sure I got it right. So happy 4th of July, everybody. Facts only, good morning. Let's see if I missed anybody else coming in the chat. Okay, I think we just handled everybody else that came in. Oh, Italian Guy TV, good morning. Annie, I don't know if I said good morning already, but if not, good morning. All right, we said good morning to Lisa already. Let me keep going up a little bit just to make sure I didn't miss anybody. We said good morning to MKE. All right, I think we got everybody so far that came in that I didn't get last time. All right, and like I said, hey, Your Honor, good morning. And Your Honor says they finally realized they had no chance with him since Ski only likes men. Well, you know what? I don't know exactly when they left, but I do know that everybody kind of started noticing, you know, their presence missing pretty much essentially the night and day after that we released the, you know, the exposure essentially about Grindr, you know, Skimask Grindr account. So again, I'm not starting any rumors. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but it does kind of seem kind of coinky dinkity wink that it was kind of around the same timing. So facts only. Today's a great day. Last night I watched over 450 drone show. Nice. I have not seen a drone show yet. They look cool. I've seen them on TV, but I've not seen one in person. Super Snoopers Unite. Since midnight, I have been tipped one time and earned $1. Title of his current live. Oh my gosh. And see, that's a lie. That's a lie. He said earlier he had a total of $6. Somebody tipped him like $4. And you see how this guy is? He didn't even say like, I think it must have been a $5 tip. This guy is such a cheapskate. He goes, oh, I did get a $4.50. Like he's already like telling you what the real amount is after they take out, you know, their fees and, you know, Cash App takes out their instant cash. You know, he's got to instantly cash it out that day, right? You think he's going to wait a few days or a week to have them send his money in the mail via a check? Hell no. He's got to get that blue candy right away, all day, every day. But that is technically a lie. So he has made technically about $6 to $7, not just $1. But there you go. I mean, at this point, you know, I thought it was funny with some of those titles, but it's just, it's sad. He's being dead serious. And I think people are just kind of like, is he doing this as a joke? No, he's being serious. And that's where it's kind of scary. I mean, it's like, Skimask, you realize people are literally like clowning you. I mean, you're a lolcow at this point because of the fact you are sitting on a couch doing nothing. Not even your own couch. You're sitting at mommy and daddy's. You don't work. You don't do shit. And you're literally sitting there complaining that you have no money and that people better send you money or else. You know? It's nuts. And, you know, like I said, it might have been cute and funny for some of these cult members at the beginning, but they're tired of it. Like I said, they want him to do a fucking... Oh, there's the F word. Dang it, I was doing good. So I apologize for that. And you know what? Not too bad. I think that's maybe second or third one since I started today. Hey, what up, D-Gaff? But, and what I'm saying with it is just, they want him to do something at this point, okay? They're tired of it, all right? Enough's enough. I mean, you can only spend so much money watching a guy just, and at this point, he's not even appreciative of the money he does get. So I think that's what's really upsetting him is like, hey, you know, we're sending you money and you're still complaining, you know? And he's just relying on the same couple of people to send him money all the time. And of course you're going to drain somebody. I don't care how much they're in love with you, okay? When you run out of money, you run out of money, okay? Money does not grow on trees. I don't care what Skimask thinks. Just because Skimask lives the free life doesn't mean all his little other cult members that are sending him money do, right? They probably got to pay rent, bills, have family they got to take care of. But see, Skimask doesn't give a shit. He just cares about himself. That's the whole, you know, the if, and but about it. He does not give a shit about what your situation is. And once he's done with you, he just throws you away like garbage, right? But first, he fucks with you. He extorts you. He wants to make sure you really are out of money. So what does he do, right? He makes the threats. Oh, I'm going to find out who you are. Or, oh, I'm going to post that picture of yours you sent me or that text message. You know, he literally extorts these people. This isn't new. He does this. He is a pro at this. And then once he extorts them and they don't send him any more money and they're gone, then he's gone. He tosses them and adios. Sadly, I have seen some of these people return back, which is nuts. And that's why you know there's definitely a cult-like presence. I mean, this is a cult. It's not a cult-like presence, okay? When you see people, like, literally get doxxed, belittled, I mean, called every name in the book, and then 2 days later, they're back in the chat, you know, and they're begging to be a mod again. And you know why, right? They just got some money and they're ready to send it to him. So, yeah, it's horrible. All right, give me just 1 second. I just got an alert here. Oh, shoot, I think we just got a donation. We did receive a Cash App donation. Thank you so much. We just got a $10 Cash App from Your Honor. And it says, Happy 4th. Cheers. Enjoy yourself. Thank you, Your Honor. Much appreciated. For that, we're going to hook you up with an invisible gavel slam. Doof, 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 doof. Oop, there's the dog. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to wake you all up. Thank you so much for that donation, Your Honor. Much appreciated. Hey, TN girl. Good morning. All right. Okay, so let's get these guys some water. I was just letting them kind of cool down here in the shade. And then we're going to turn around from here and continue our walk. Yeah, it's a beautiful walking trail. Usually if we keep heading west, which we have. We've actually been there twice. We got there with Dobby and Rio. The first time we got to the river's heading down this way. The first time we got there was no water. They'd actually stopped the water flow from the dam up north at Elephant Butte, where there's a big old dam. Then just about maybe, a few weeks later, when we came back again with Rio, they had released the water. And you can always tell they released the water when you obviously see the water in the irrigation canals, or the acequias, as we call them here in New Mexico. We saw the water in the irrigation canal, and I said, I bet you there's water at the river. And sure enough, me and Rio got there, and there's water in the river, and that's where we actually took a little dip. So some of y'all got to check that out. But it is a beautiful trail, especially once you get closer to the river. Hey, well, thank you, Your Honor, again. I appreciate it. Much love back to you. Hey, what's up, brand new Edgar suit? Good morning. And if I missed anybody else coming in the chat, I apologize, but good morning to you. All right, I'm just going to set you guys down here on the bench really quick, and let me get these guys set up with their water bowl and some water. Water, water, water. Water. Oh, yeah, Rio's thirsty. He's already drinking out of the bottle. All right, Bubba, there you go. Here, let me tilt that for you. Get it, 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 get it. All right, Dubs. You want some water? Get it, little Dubs. Rio, let Dub get some. Good boy. Good boy, Dobbs. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you drinking some water. Rio, you want to kill the rest of this? It's all you, buddy. There you go. Yeah. All right, that's it. All right, you guys, we didn't waste too much water. You guys got a lot of water. We got a little bit more water left, just in case we have to take a water break again. Perfect. Actually, I'm going to take a little swig here. And let's see, looks like we got a message, or an alert. Let's check here. Oh, just letting me know to check my weekly usage report on my phone. Well, thank you, my phone. All right, dogs are chilling in the shade. They just swallow down some water. I'm going to just put away their water bowl, and we will turn around here, and we'll continue our walk and talk. Good morning, everybody. I appreciate everybody joining me on this beautiful Sunday morning, part of the 4th of July weekend festivities. For some of you that are just joining the chat, we're just doing our typical walk and talk. We were discussing this morning, you know, kind of the subject as to why Skimask won't leave his room, especially when at this point he's begging for money. He doesn't have any, and his viewers are literally telling him, hey, we'll give you money, but you need to just go outside, okay? You got to do something for it, okay? At this point, even if Skimask doesn't want to go outside, Skimask, just try doing like jumping jacks or push-ups for donations. Do something. And I think that might help a bit. Now, eventually that's going to get old. And eventually you're not going to be able to do any more than 10, you know, jumping jacks or push-ups. So you're going to have to figure something out after that. But I guarantee you, if you just need to make a quick $10 today, instead of just sitting there begging for it and pissing everybody off, and if you're not going to go outside because you're terrorized as hell to do it, at least at the minimum, you can make a quick $10 by just offering like I'll do a push-up per $1 Cash App or something like that. Hey, welcome to the new member. I'm sorry, again, I just missed your name. It flashes for like 1 second. So I apologize, but I want to say this. Thank you, new member. And for that, welcome, new member, to the jury. Doof, 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 doof. And enjoy the emojis. And hopefully, if you stick around for the fireworks show on Tuesday, enjoy that. Well, lovely Lori, if that's the case, I think one of the best ways to start maybe getting out of that depression is to change your environment, right? So he definitely needs just to get outside. I mean, even if it's just hanging, even somebody had a good suggestion. They said, well, at the minimum, just can you grill in your backyard? And he's done that before. So he lied and said he doesn't have a grill. Now, maybe they got rid of the grill. It doesn't exist anymore. Who knows? But I have seen a grill stream from Skimask Andy's backyard. I didn't watch it. It was on a clip. And I think if you guys look it up on YouTube, you can find the clip. But Skimask did do it looks like a full stream where he was backyard celebrating something and he was grilling. So the guy has actually grilled in his own backyard. He just refused to do it for today for whatever reason. Like I said, I know I have my reason. I have my opinion as to why, but some of you may not agree. Some of you do. Tammy, good morning. Tammy says the fireworks last night were fun. Oh, absolutely, Tammy. I had a blast. And again, thank you guys that joined me last night. Thank you all to the donators last night that donated for the fireworks. That was a lot of fun. Thank you all. Had a great time. And Tammy, I did not forget, at some point, I'll have to get with you through Instagram. However, that way I did promise you I'd send you one of those Adobe bricks from the fort. So I got one with your name on it. Hey, baseline measure. Good morning. I wouldn't even mind burgers in a saute pan. You know what? Hey, I'll take that, baseline. And you know what? The saute, the gas range doesn't even have to be turned on. I'll take it even with the cold pan. All right, cold burgers. I'll even take that. Cry a Little Bit says he can grill some zebra cakes and Swiss cake rolls. Hey, you know what? I don't recommend you grill them, but that would be content, right? At the minimum, yes, let's do. Why doesn't he do this? At the minimum, have one of your angels donate to get you, and they can send it to him. I know he's going to say, oh, well, I don't have a car to go pick it up, and la, la, la. No worries, Skiwi. I'm sure one of the angels can have DoorDash deliver you a Foreman grill, just a little Foreman grill. As a matter of fact, I think they even sell them at Walgreens. They have that little section that's like the as seen on TV section. You know what I'm talking about? And I know I've been down that section, and I know I've seen a little burger Foreman grill. Have one of the angels buy you a little Foreman grill. Have them DoorDash it, whatever. Grubhub it to your house. And then do it. And now be careful, be very careful, because they don't recommend that you use those in a non-kitchen environment. Because, you know, in a kitchen, usually you have a vent you can turn on and you're near a sink, or, you know, at least have a fire extinguisher. So there we go. So for liability and safety, especially because that's not your house and you don't give a fuck about it, minimum, have one of your angels send you a Foreman grill and a fire extinguisher. And they have those at Walgreens too. They can send you a small household fire extinguisher. With those 2 items, Skiwi, you could probably kick off a decent 4th of July cookout stream, and you don't even have to leave your room. There you go. Problem solved. See how we do it here at the NJCourts channel? You know, we expose the problem, but at least we solve it. We don't just sit here and complain, all right? We expose the issue, and we come up with solutions. So there is your solution. And again, let me go back in the chat. Whoever recommended that, thank you. That was a great idea. And I think Skiwi owes you a thank you. Soup Roofer said grilled frozen nuggets. That would be another one. But who had the original idea here? And if I can't find you, thank you again. Oh, that was Baseline. I think Baseline said it, right? Yeah, Baseline said I wouldn't even mind burgers in a saute pan. So there you go. All right. Let's get this water bowl. Oh my God, look at what Dobby was doing while we were talking this whole time. What are you looking for? Are you digging a china or looking for a dinosaur bone? Now you're acting like you didn't do that? He's like, I promise it wasn't me, it was Rio. That's all right. As long as it's not the backyard, you're okay. All right, just give me a sec. Oh, here he is. Watch, I'll let you guys can watch the little rascal do his thing while I'm getting his water bucket ready. What, just because they're watching you now, you stop, Dobby? Super for ass. Lori, have you ever been to Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue in Fayetteville, Arkansas? That sounds fun. Is it a motorcycle bike event, Super Roofer, or is this a bicycle, as in like, well, motorcycles have 2 wheels, as in a non-motorized bicycle? Which they do still have motorized bicycles, but I think you catch my drift. All right. Big rally, so it sounds like it's an actual bike, like a motorcycle, like a Harley, right? Like a... All right, I got you, Soup Roofer. I figured you for a motorcycle guy. I didn't see you in like a, you know, a 24 speed or something like that. Now, don't get me wrong. If it was like an actual, like a bicycle event, hey, I go to bicycle events. That's why I was asking. NJCourts does not do good on motorcycles. But I do good on regular bicycles, so. All right, you guys done? You guys ready to head back? You enjoying the nice, cool ground, Rio? Dobby sees something. What do you see, Dobby? He's on the alert. Look at them ears. Look at them ears. What do you see? I don't see anything. I don't see. What do you see, Bubba? I'm looking right where you're looking. What are you looking at? You guys see anything? I don't see anything yet. I don't see anything. All right, let's head back. Just make sure we got everything. We didn't leave anything behind. All right. All right, so no riding anymore because of the crazies. Hey, you know, the few times I've tried to ride a bike, which was a Honda Matic, okay? I mean, believe it or not, this is probably the simplest bike you can ride because it's an automatic motorcycle. But, man, I didn't have fun on it. Let's just put it that way. So ever since that day, I just decided, you know what? Maybe it's just not for me, which kind of sucked because I have a lot of friends that ride motorcycles, you know, and it'd be fun to join them. Now, I guess at some point I can get one of those trikes. That I'd feel a little bit more comfortable with. Oh, look at the pups. They got a lot of little, like, beagle mixes. And there's a beagle there. You guys see him? Check it out. Oh, there's another one. There's 4 of them. And a little one. Look at him. Oh, Ooh, the little beagles. All right, we won't stress them out. Let's go. Let's go. Just wanted to show you guys that was pretty cool. But anyways, where I was going with that super roofer was going to say is, I mean, not only would I just be concerned about my own self not feeling comfortable on a motorcycle, but you're right. I mean, there's just with the use of, you know, people, you know, texting and paying attention to their phones more than ever, you know. I know, you know, as soon as they started text messaging, and even when the conception of cell phones came out, period, people were starting to get distracted and driving. But I think, if anything, it is worse now. And yeah, I think it's definitely a lot more dangerous to be a motorcyclist because of that, for sure. Lovely Lori, my husband's friend has a seat for his dog. That is awesome. I will tell you that. If I did ever own a motorcycle, it would definitely have to have 2 seats. Or at least be able to fit Rio and Dobbs in one, if I can manage that. We could do one of those little what do they call them? Little side carts. There you go. Super says, the man who taught me to roof was hit on his Harley and dragged for over 200 feet. Well, I'm glad it looks like he lived, but yeah, it sounds like he might have lost an ass cheek for sure. Holy moly. Hey, good morning, Ono. Good to see you in chat. Ah, you can see the Oregons from here. Beautiful. Remember, they call them the Oregons. It's a little hard to tell because we're still a little far away, but those peaks are supposed to look like organ pipes, you know, from an actual organ instrument. So that's where they got the name, the Oregon Peaks, or Oregon Peak, excuse me, Oregon Mountains. All right. Oops. Sorry, Dobbs. You all right? So we are just passing through that pecan orchard again. And if you've actually gone to some of my past walk and talks, you'll actually see how small these trees originally started. And just in what, a few months that we've been doing this walk and talk on the same trail, you can just see how big they've grown. It's amazing. And here's some smaller ones over here to the other side. All right, so we're just going to cross traffic here. Let these cars pass by, and then we'll attempt to cross the street. No traffic coming from this way. Just wait on this car here. Looks like they're stopping for us. Thank you. All right. That's super cool of them. Wave at them again. Tammy, NJCourts, I have a question. Tammy, go ahead and ask. I am paying attention. We've crossed the street. Come here, Dobbs. Let's go this way. Oh no. I've only seen a few, and it's awesome. That is so cool, especially when you see him driving around, you know. Yeah, that is legit super cool. All right, Dobby, I just don't want to not see you because I don't want to trip over you. When someone has a warrant, do they get notified? That's a really good morning. That's a really good question, Tammy. Yes, they do. If the court has their correct mailing address, okay? I had to think about that for a little bit. But absolutely. Because whenever you get a citation, all right, at some point, or you get arrested, the police, sheriff, whomever, is the one that checks you in or books you in. They've got to get some type of home address or record for you. Now, do these criminals, or now they may not be criminals, because remember, you're innocent until proven guilty, right, in the court of law. So these, we'll call them individuals, all right? But you got to remember, these individuals a lot of times don't live or stay at these addresses or make up an address, right? So that's the problem is, yes, they'll send out warrant information, but does that individual necessarily get it? No. But that's why a lot of these, and it's not their responsibility, okay? It's not like, hey, just because you didn't get the warrant in the mail, you know, it doesn't count. Absolutely not. Because one, most of the time, the next thing when you, let's just say, like, for example, you get bailed out of jail, right? Well, you had to go in front of a judge before that to get your bond amount, okay? Or to even see if you're even going to be allowed to be bonded out. When that judge is giving out instructions for depending on what they're going to do, all right, they always make sure to give pretty much the, I guess what you would say, kind of the instructions on what happens if you don't show up or you don't do what you're supposed to do of what they ask, okay? They kind of almost have to. It's kind of like CYA, cover your ass. So, yes, you know, they may send something and no, the person may not get it, but most of the time, I will guarantee you that the judge has already addressed that person and let them know what they need to do. And if they don't show up, like for example, right, if you don't show up, Mr. So-and-so, to the next hearing, please know that a bench warrant will be issued for your arrest. All right, so that person already has a good idea as what's going to happen if they don't show up. But they do send, they do send information, okay, notifying that person, whatever address they have on file. Now, that's what's on file with the courts, okay? And that's why a lot of times, if the judge is really good, they will actually ask while they have that person in front of them for their current address or what's a good mailing address. And usually the person, because they're just kind of put on the spot, they're talking to the judge, most of the times they're not going to give a fake one or bullshit around. But again, you know, you don't know if they actually live there or not, or if they're going to get the mail, or maybe they live there and they got kicked out by their girlfriend a week later. Who knows? Boyfriend, whatever. But yes, they do send out some type of, you know, paperwork to let that individual know they have been served with a warrant. Now, don't forget, there are also a lot of municipalities, counties, even states that have the public databases where anybody in the public, as long as you have some of the case information or that individual's name, you can also do a public record search to see if an individual has a warrant. And that person can also do it themselves, right? If I'm worried if I have a warrant in this state, if they have a public access directory, I can go on there, I can type in my name, and it's going to show me if I have an active warrant. Hell, you can even go down to the courthouse if you want to check. You can call the courthouse, and they'll tell you if you have an active warrant, which is what most people do. They're not going to show up because they're scared. So I hope that answered your question, Tammy. Oh yeah, that sun is starting to come out. We turned around right at the right time. Seeing Life says, I've never even had a speeding ticket. Well, that is awesome, because I've had a speeding ticket. I can't say that. I like that, Lisa. Well, there you go. All states are different, but New Jersey does not send a courtesy letter. We send sheriffs. Yep, that is correct. Lisa, you are 100% right. There are some states, that's how they serve a warrant. I mean, essentially, that's what happened to Skiwi. He was actually served a warrant, and that was actually from, if I'm not mistaken, if we read, because remember, we had access to the, essentially the police report, the incident report from that incident when they had to, you know, knock down his parents' door and enter to arrest him. It says, if I'm not mistaken, we read on that police report, or incident report, excuse me, same thing, that it was actually a warrant. It was a special department or unit, excuse me, unit, not department. It was the sheriff's department, but it was their criminal warrant unit, or outstanding warrant unit. There you go. So pretty much they're a special unit that all they do every day is just print out a list of people that have outstanding warrants. I don't know if they do it by any reason, any certain way, but that's how it works. They print out a list every morning. It's got names, addresses. You print out their criminal record / mugshot. You sit down with your team or your group, put out a plan of attack, and you plan out your day. And that's what they did. As a matter of fact, they went first, it said in the paperwork, and attempted to serve the warrant by just knocking and not entering, because they didn't have, I guess at that time, although they had the warrant for his arrest, and again, you know, each state's different, they still didn't have permission, I guess, to enter to arrest him. So, according to the paperwork, and this was amazing. I mean, as much as I've seen, you know, some laziness from the Tulsa and Broken Arrow department, again, I'm not talking bad about the police department. I know they're busy, and I know the state of Oklahoma is just full right now in their jails with a bunch of bad apples, all right? Got a lot of shit going on in that state. And so I get that. But I'll tell you what, they sure did not mess around with Skiwi that morning, because when they first tried to attempt to serve the warrant and he didn't come out, they went right back. I mean, they literally had to call a judge. I don't know if you guys realize how that works. They had to call a judge that morning and pretty much tell the judge what was going on, why they wanted essentially, you know, the judge to sign the paperwork for them to enter the house and arrest him. And that's what they got, okay? They got permission to enter. They had the paperwork signed by the judge. And they came back again. Except this time, when Skimask didn't come out again, they ba-boomed his door in and still found him hiding like a little you-know-what until they arrested him. That's how it went down. Cry a Little Bit says, hope to ride Tuesday morning, raining here now. Well, I hope it clears up, because I know for a lot of motorcyclists, you know, going out and cruising on a beautiful 4th of July is awesome. So, I hope you have awesome, beautiful 4th of July motorcycle cruising weather, Cry a Little Bit. And everybody else that's going to go out on their motorcycles this holiday week and weekend. And please be careful, please. You know, obviously, like Super Roofer said, there's obviously always a lot of bad drivers. But remember, because of the holiday, you're going to experience a higher rate of drivers that could possibly be intoxicated and even distracted, right? You got a lot of people that are going to be on their phones because they're trying to, you know, they're going to somewhere, somebody invited them, and they're looking at their navigation, texting their friend to see where the spot's at their meeting. So it's just a little bit of, I would say, just more heightened alert to have during the holidays from your drivers. Dobbs, you doing all right? Yeah, we'll be home here in about 10 minutes. Get you some nice ice cold water. Get these guys in a nice AC'd, air-conditioned room. And I know they're going to take a siesta. So that was a pretty good walk. Absolutely. All right, let's do a little head on the swivel, checker 6. Head on the swivel. All right, everything looks good. We'll continue on. And good morning. Well, actually, it's probably afternoon for my friends in the East Coast. And I know I got a lot of friends internationally that are watching, so maybe nighttime where you're at now. So good evening, good night, good morning, good afternoon. But happy Sunday. Happy 4th of July weekend. What up, Eldon? Good morning, everybody else that I may have missed coming into the chat. We are just wrapping up. We're not done yet. We're just wrapping up the end of our walk and talk this morning. Featuring myself, NJCourts, Rio, and little Dobster. What up, Surf Dog? But yeah, I just, if you guys saw the title to the thumbnail for this live stream, I just wanted to have a discussion with you guys, which we did, as to what you thought about the whole situation of why Skimask refuses to leave his room. When even his own cult members are saying, Skiwi, we will gladly send you a Cash App. But you got to work for it a bit now, man. And they're not even asking for much. As a matter of fact, it sounds like they're just asking for a barbecue at some point. Today, tomorrow. But we'll see what happens. The journey for the Cash App continues for Skiwi. Remember, he's about a day and a half behind now. If Skiwi goes one more day without, making enough Cash Apps to purchase, what he needs to continue on, his habit for the day, he's going to find himself in a pretty big, deep hole. And he's not going to like it. Like I said, mark my word, if that does happen, you are going to see a shit show for the next few days. Until, it's payday or one of his mods can finally make it to the bank. And just to finally quiet him, they're going to just send him the money he needs to just enable him, just like they always do. And that's what's sad, is he knows if he begs, cries, scams, does whatever hard enough, that at one point, one of those cult people is just going to do whatever it takes, just to, essentially continue to enable him. It's sad. But yet they love him and he loves them. Yeah, right. He loves their money. And all they love about him is it's just a free entertainment, man. Like I told you guys before. Where else can you send a person $1 and literally have them dance like a puppet, Here's $1. Now I want you to eat a Twinkie and spin your hat 3 times on your head backwards at the same time. Okay. But they're not even finding that entertaining anymore. They want to see an IRL stream, and you know why? I hate to break it to you, Skiwi, even though your angels aren't going to tell you the truth, but I have a feeling the angels were having a good time watching me and Stick on the road trip. And they had such a great time. They said once the road trip was over and they had to get back to watching you again, they said, F this. I didn't say the F word, I said F this. Ha ha ha. I can cheat the system. That's what I think happened. But to each their own. What's up, Rio? You got one last little number 1 you want to do on that bush? Jeez Louise. A little spray of some dry powdered pea. Hey, there's her buddy. You're such a cool dog. Well, good afternoon and happy 4th of July weekend to you. I wish we knew our buddy's name. I hate to just speak to him as, hey, there's our buddy, but he's such a cool dog. All right, we'll let these cars go by. I'm in no rush. And then we will cross the street. Dobbs, you doing all right? We're almost home, buddy. Rio, you doing good? All right, let's continue on. Hey, Shell97, good to see you in chat. So we don't know what happened to Queen K. We were talking about that a little bit earlier. And we think it obviously, I think that's what may have happened. Like you said, maybe a lover's quarrel. Whatever happened, we think it happened in the back scene, the background. Obviously, this wasn't, because even the other mods and cult leaders are kind of in the same kind of place you are. What happened? As a matter of fact, it was funny. Just shows you how quick these little cult leaders and little mods are, to try to protect Skiwi or the cult. So when I was watching chat, I think it was, I don't know, it was just when people started first noticing. It's so hard to tell because, like I said, the dude now goes on, within an hour, he can literally switch between the 3 channels 3 times each. I think I've counted within 1 hour, he's done 6 to 7 different streams between the 3 different channels. Like cycle through each one of them once. It was nuts. So it's so hard to tell now which stream I saw what. But where I was going with this is the stream where some of the mods, even themselves, were starting to ask about, hey, where's Queen and where's this other person? And some of, and I'm not even talking the trolls. These are some of the non-mods, but some of the cult members. They were wondering, what's going on? And I forgot who it was, but they jump on there immediately and they're like, oh, Queen Bee, everything is okay. Queen is just has a busy work schedule this week. Are you kidding me? Queen has been watching that guy 24/7 for the last 6 months, okay? Now all of a sudden, in a coinky-dinky-wink, she's got a busy work schedule. Yeah, right. And you know what's even funnier is I think that same afternoon or the next stream after that, Skimask himself came out and was like, oh yeah, I don't know what happened to Queen. Not sure, you know. And so he pretty much verified that that was bullshit. Not that we didn't already know. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, Dobbs. See, okay, you gotta walk in front of me, buddy. Because there's no sidewalk here. All right. Hey, Cat Crazy. Good afternoon, because it is already afternoon, I know, for some of us. Welcome, everybody, and I'm sorry if I may have missed shouting you out as you came in to chat. But welcome, welcome, welcome. We are just kind of wrapping up our walk and talk for the morning/afternoon. Planning on doing a court coverage update this evening. And I'll post those notifications later on today. But yeah, we're just going to do kind of an update on, you know, all the court coverages that we're doing. So we've got a lot of cases, not cases, hearings coming up within the next couple of months. So we're going to actually, you know what, today maybe we'll even work on making that calendar. Remember I was saying I want to make like a full-size calendar that I can have in the background so that way you guys can see the dates for everything and are always informed. And also so that I don't miss any dates. So that almost happened. And luckily it didn't. So maybe we'll work on that tonight. But either way, we'll have an update court coverage show this evening. Might even open up the live panel again. And then for the rest of the 4th of July week, holiday, however you'd like to call it, we've got some cool events lined up. Monday night, I'm going to be taking you all, and those are for you all that want to participate. I know there's a lot of stuff going on, and everybody's got their own plans, but for some of y'all that may just not have anything else going on, or you may be at work and want to hang out on the phone or whatever, we're going to be doing an electric light parade Monday night, and I'm sure there'll be some fireworks popping off in the neighborhood as well, just like last night. That was fun. And then Tuesday, I'll probably do like an all-day, maybe 4th of July stream, you know, with you guys. Do something fun with everybody during the day. And then Tuesday night, I'm going to do a members only. So for the jury members, we'll switch over to jury members only stream. And I'm going to take you all to a concert/fireworks show. So that'll be a lot of fun. Superroof says get a dry erase board. No, that's what I was thinking, Superroofer. I was thinking that and just some like red marker tape or whatever, and I can just make the lines and make it that way. But yeah, that's the best way. If I'm going to make it the biggest size that I can do it, it's going to have to be that way. Because they don't even sell like calendars in the size that I want it, you know what I mean? So, yep, I'll have to go that way for sure. Well, I appreciate you, Tammy, and I hope we'll see you there tonight. Super Snooper says, if Ski pays attention, he can write down his court dates, and so he won't miss them. We wouldn't want that. Super Snoopers, you would think that that would already been done with that individual, but surprisingly, you have a great suggestion, and if he's listening, Skiwi, you might want to copy. I mean, since you're obviously going to be replaying this, and you're probably listening to this at either now or at some point, why don't you copy me tonight? Get yourself and here comes the excuse, right? Oh, I don't have a car. I don't care how you get it. Just get yourself a poster board or a whiteboard. Get you some, I don't care, any type of tape that is just, it has some type of color, okay? That's not just where you can't see it against the whiteboard or the white poster board. So it's got to be just something darker than that. I don't care what color of tape. And I'm going to have you follow me, and we're going to make together a calendar board. That way you and I will not forget court dates. Now, I got a lot of them because I'm dealing with a lot of different other individuals. But you've got a lot of them just for yourself, between New Jersey, your court dates in Oklahoma. Eventually, you got to take care of your stuff in, you know, Nevada. You've got your stuff in California. You've got the stuff in Wagner County, which is still part of Oklahoma. So I think it would behoove you to have a definitely a full-size kind of calendar for all your court dates. So, Super Snoopers, great idea. Good afternoon. Who is that? I'm sorry. Scum A. Hey, welcome, Scum A. Good to see you. Oh, it was sarcasm. I'm sorry, Super Snoopers. Oh, I don't think he has, not even, I'm not being sarcastic right now. No, I don't think he does own a pen or pencil. I think you could even offer the guy $100 and say, Skimask, if you can show me a pen and pencil in the next 5 minutes, you know, where there's just not enough time where you could run down to the little store down the street and get one to cheat. I can guarantee you, even for $100, you still wouldn't be able to find or provide you a pen or pencil to show you. Hell, I might not even be able to, so I can't even talk. Well, no, I lied. I had a whole pack of 3 pens with me yesterday. I forgot. But usually, yeah, before I started doing a lot of the court coverage, yeah, it was tough to find pens and pencils around my house. Whoa, we just got a donation. All right, excuse me. I just checked. I heard the Cash App notification. So, Beach Bum, thank you so much. We just got a $20 Cash App donation from Beach Bum. Thank you so much, Beach Bum. And let me get my other hand free. Get my gavel here. If everybody can join me with the spamming gavels in the chat. But Beach Bum, this gavel slam goes out for you. Doof, 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 doof. Doof. Thank you for those $20 Cash App donation. Waking everybody up in the neighborhood today. Just kidding. They're already awake. Yes, gavel, 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 gavel time. Dave Ritalin, yeah, I don't care who you are, man. If you're smoking the equivalent of 10 J's a day, yeah, that's probably has a little bit to do with his motivation. Obviously, I have my opinion on what I think the majority of it has to do for why he doesn't even just exit his house, except for the between the times of 3:30 and 4:30 in the morning, and that's as he's running like a track star down the street and then back to his house. Because he has to remember, there's just no way he can survive. He has to get the blunt wraps, and he has to get the energy drinks, and he's got to stuff a few little Swiss rolls and a cheesy hot dog, you know, one of them cheesy sausage hot dogs, you know, down his mouth once a day, or else Skiwee doesn't survive. Somebody kind of, you know what, I like, who was that? I don't know if it was Sonny. But somebody in chat one time referred to him as kind of like a, do y'all remember back in the 90s, the little Tamagotchis? Remember the little electronic toy? It looked like a little video game. It was just like a little egg-shaped toy. It had a little digital screen. And pretty much and this was back like what, 8-bit, right? 16-bit. So you had a little 16-bit screen like the old school Game Boy. And you pretty much just took care of a little baby dinosaur. It was called a Tamagotchi. And you had to feed Tamagotchi at a certain time. You had to clean your Tamagotchi. I think he even pooped. So you had to kind of clean up Tamagotchi's poop like a pet. I never had one. I always wanted one. I was always jealous of my buddies that had one. I don't know. I think Mama Ski just didn't like that type of stuff for us back in the days. Like I said, we got raised as outdoors kids. Not a lot of the video game electronics. But yes, and I would love a Tamagotchi, actually. You know what? Now that I'm a big boy, I can buy my own Tamagotchi. What the heck was I thinking? I'm going to have to Google search that. Or Amazon it. Yes, I want a Tamagotchi. I'm glad I reminded myself. So yes, somebody had made a reference as Skimask is just pretty much like a 40-year-old Tamagotchi. And at this point, I'm going to have to agree. All right, so I'm going to say goodbye to everybody because we're getting almost close to the casa. Let me switch you guys over to me. Woo! Yes! Oh, yes, I didn't even say hi. How rude of me. We do got the, of course, I don't know if I'm going to ever use it, but kind of cool that I know there's one that exists. But I want to say thank you, everybody. I want to wish, everybody a great, happy Sunday, 4th of July. But either way, I'm thankful that you guys all joined me, Rio, and Little Dobbs this morning for our walk and talk. We will see you guys later on this evening. We're going to have a little court coverage show as promised. Then, like I said, we've got a fun-filled rest of the week for the 4th of July, right up until 4th of July, okay? So if you guys want to hang out, if you guys don't have any plans, we're going to have a blast, I promise you. So if you have not already subscribed, subscribe, put those notifications on. And please do me a favor if you haven't already. I'm working on this mission/goal, okay? We all are, essentially. We are trying to get Stick at 1,000 subscribers or more by the 4th of July. And I think last time I checked, he was almost about to hit 800 subscribers, okay? 200, obviously, I'm sure you've met Stick. He was my road dog through this last adventure we did in the Southwest area. I mean, it was a blast, as you all know, and I'm sure most of you know who Stick is, but for some of you that have no clue who he is, Stick is an awesome IRL streamer that does really cool exploration type of streams. He does other stuff, but that's his niche, okay? That's his forte. So, Stick_solid. That's how you'd find him. Just youtube.com/@Stick_solid. Subscribe. Let's get my man Stick to 1,000 subscribers by 4th of July. I would really appreciate that. All right? I would really appreciate that. But I want to say thank you to everybody that donated today. Thank you to all the members of the jury, my mods. I love you guys, of course. And thank you all for doing such a great job. It's much appreciated. Hope you guys are having an awesome 4th of July weekend, all right? Thank you all. So with that being said, we've got Little Dobbs. We've got Rio. You've got me, NJCourts. And just for right now, not for the end of the day, we are officially out. Love you guys. Take care and have a great 4th of July Sunday, okay? It's not 4th of July yet. Be safe, okay? Head on the swivel, all right? Take care. We'll see you guys later. Peace.